You know how fast you were going?
What? How fast you were going?
I don't know. 10?
8.
Be advised, this is an explicit podcast. If you're easily offended, get your panties twisted into a knot. Leave now. Run to your safe space. Get your little cloth for your tears. All the opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and his guest and do not reflect the opinions of any local or government agency. Welcome to Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. I'm your host, Iceman. We have Holstera on the other line, so I got him muted, so I'll bring him in.
All 24 are in the fridge.
Okay.
Oh, you had me muted?
He's screaming now. Background noise bad. You were muted. Not to mute you again.
Hang on one second.
Anyway, if you'd like a premium cigar, go run out and go to mypatriotcigar.com and use the promo code MotorCop15. Get 15% off your whole order. Delicious cigars. If you'd like some MotorCop merch, like I wear, or Holstera, the other guy, you can go either to the MotorCop Etsy store, or you can go to MotorCopChronicles.com. They have the links in the store over there. You can go pick you out some merchandise there if you'd like. If you would like more MotorCop Chronicles podcast, you can always join the Patreon and help support the show and get some cool stuff there. Also, I put out a lot of stuff over there that the general public does not get. Speaking of Patreons, we're going to shout out our crew members. As usual, we got Mr. John D. We got Mr. Burley Boards, Dan Carlson. Check them out. T-Bird. We got Mr. Jim Pokrant from the Short Track Guys podcast. If y'all like dirt track racing, go check them out. We got Mr. Hoppy Hopperson. We got Blake Walker, A.A. Ron from I Had to Say It podcast. Mr. Z Palmer, Roy Spalding. We got JoJo, our favorite girl from Down Under. We have Kaylee Norris and Natasha A. from the state of Washington. And our OG crew member, Melissa Holstein. If you can't do the crew members,
original gangster.
Yeah, if you can't do the crew members, I totally understand. Still gonna keep putting out free episodes. At least try to do 2 a week, midweek news and the Sunday, Monday episodes. Sometimes you get extra on here also. So, other than that, we're gonna talk about this is we're gonna talk about
your trip to DC. The week you got away from me.
Yep, we're gonna talk about my trip to DC. It was quite interesting. Of course, the ride down, we left in the morning, and then we ended up staying over in Knoxville, and then went back.
Y'all folks in the north, just go ahead and forgive him, because down here in the south, we always talk about how we go south for vacations. We
north.
The fact that he said he went down to DC, he went up. He went up.
I went up. I always say down for everything, so fuck it.
Because us Southerners, us real country boys don't like to go up north for vacation. It's unheard of.
So, but anyway, I went up. I always say down. I went up. Whatever. Y'all know what the fuck I meant. Anyway, we stayed in Knoxville the first night, and then we drove on into DC the second day. I must say, nice scenery. Especially when we got up and could see the Smoky Mountains and all that stuff like that, because Louisiana's flat. We don't have mountains and shit like that. We're below sea level. So, I mean, it's nice seeing all the scenery, driving around, looking.
Kind of like Florida. We get them little hills, but that's about it.
We don't even have much hills here. Then I do have some videos I'm going to put out on Patreon stuff that I took up the way up there with some bad drivers and stuff like that. Of quite with me with me commentating some stuff. I think it's quite funny.
Put it this way: when he said it to me, I laughed my ass off the entire way.
But you got to be a Patreon to get that. Unfortunately. Then we got there. The first we get there, we unpack. Very, very nice hotel that we were at. It was the Embassy Suites in Crystal City.
Ooh, Embassy Suites are beautiful.
It was very, very, very nice hotel. I will say that. But we went to meet some Baton Rouge, East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office guys at a place inside DC to eat. It was supposedly, I was like excited at first. I'm like, oh, nice restaurant. You know, it was called the Founding Farmers.
What is it all like local farmers then?
No, I saw no farms out there. I don't know why it was called that. Maybe the founding because we were in DC. I don't know. But anyway, my first we of course we walk over there. Well, I say walk. So we go down. We're gonna take the metro. Okay, this is going to start a whole experience all by itself. The metro is
this the subway?
Is the subway. Okay, I guess they call it a metro because it's not all underground. There's parts of it you come out, some of it when you're going places that you're not underground.
Yeah, it's all metro. But
the majority of it is under the ground. Now you got to understand, I'm from the dirty South, in Louisiana. The only shit we got underground here is bodies, okay, in graveyards, and they're in concrete tombs under the ground. Keeps them from. Why do y'all put them in concrete underneath the ground? Because we don't want them to pop up when it rains, okay, or flood. It's been known to happen.
You sure as hell don't want them to get run over by trains after they die.
Well, it floods or it rains too much and bodies pop out the ground and it'll be and it does happen, okay. So it's not a nice thing. That's the only thing we got in the ground here in Louisiana. So I'm not used to going underground for nothing. Basements, we don't have them, nothing like that. So we go, get a met. We were first told that all you got to do is you could badge yourself on to the metro. That's how they used to do it during police week. You didn't have to pay for it. Well, guess what? Joe Biden, president now, or whatever. I'm blaming him regardless. And you can't badge yourself onto the metro now. So I had to buy a metro card. Which was no big deal. It was like $15. So I get
you bringing something here, bud?
No, I'm not bringing you.
I'm sorry, not you. Hang on.
So I get the metro card. It's like $15, and get on the metro, get on the train. I'm underground now. And I realize I see them on TV and stuff all the time, but I'm like, they don't have rails or nothing, and these trains come up pretty quick. I mean, it would mean nothing just to push somebody in front of a train and splat because there's no safety measures there whatsoever. So I'm like, seems a little dangerous. Anyway, train comes. We're getting on a blue line.
Now y'all know the second reason why we don't have, those trains down here in the South is because my wonderful friend just came up with the number one reason. We would just shove people in front of the motherfucker.
We take the blue line to wherever we're going to the Founding Farmers. So we get on there, and I'm live on Facebook at the time. If y'all can go back and look if you want to. It is quite funny because we're Southern people, so we're talkative. We talk to everybody. Southern hospitality. Well, come to find out real fast that people in D.C. don't have much hospitality. They just kind of looked at us like we were.
Yeah, but what was their humor like? Because you guys to use a lot of humor when
they have zero humor is what they have.
So it's like New York.
90% of everybody walking around has some kind of either earpods, earbuds, or headphones on. I could sneak up behind almost anybody out there and murk them, and they'd never hear me coming because they are oblivious to anything that's going on around them. They're in their own little bubble. I did notice that. But anyway, it's on live. If anybody wants to go back and watch it, it's quite funny. I didn't realize those fuckers move way faster than I thought they did. Those trains. It's like being on a roller coaster at Disney World at the local fair. I was like, these motherfuckers riding like roller coasters every day. So anyway, we metro on down to where we got to go. We have to walk some more. So I'm realizing right now, Not like in all the city life, because there's a lot of fucking walking involved. The only walking we do is from the parking lot into the stores, because we drive where we need to go. Okay, there's no metro. Right. We drive, so there's a lot of fucking walking, and so we get to this place. Of course, we got to wait 20, 30 minutes to get a seat. Thinking this fucking place must be great because this place is fucking packed. And
yeah, but it's a big city, so they ain't got nowhere else to go.
Good thing we were doing this because Iceman don't wait. If I go to a place that's 30-minute wait, yeah, don't worry about putting me on the list. I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm not a big waiting to eat somewhere. I'm not a cow waiting for my turn to get up to the trough. Okay, I'll go somewhere else. Anyway, so we wait. We finally get in. I'm looking at the menu and they got all this, fancy dancy stuff. Not a super expensive place now, but it's not high end. It's a medium restaurant. So, not one to take the chance. I'm like, okay, we are up north. So I ordered this. I forget the name of it. I actually took a picture of it. It looked really good. Looked great. I should have ate the picture. Okay, I ordered a fucking cheeseburger basically, and fries.
Oh, it didn't turn out like that burrito you sent me?
No. But anyway, it was beautiful. I'll send you a picture later. It was gorgeous. And I was like, it shows up. I'm like, oh man, this looks really nice. Well, like I said, I should have ate the picture because it would. How do you fuck up a hamburger? It's basically they took some ground meat out the pack, made a patty out of it, cooked it, and then threw some cheese on it that didn't have any flavor either, and then put it between two pieces of bread. Okay.
They didn't put nothing else on it?
Well, they had like ketchup and whatever shit on it, but it really didn't have, I could have licked the table and got more flavor. Okay.
Wow.
It would have probably tasted better. It takes a special kind of something to fuck up a hamburger. I had to ask.
Yeah, because a hamburger is pretty hard to fuck up.
Well, not there. I had to
ask. It's DC.
I mean, they brought water to your table, and of course I had got me a cocktail, which was expensive. Fuck, like $12, where we usually pay like $8 for a mixed drink. But anyway, $12. It was okay. It was a whiskey drink. I had they brought water to the table. Well. They give us a glass of water. It's like, where's the fuck the ice at? I had to ask twice to get ice. I mean, was it a commodity there? I don't know. But I had to ask twice to get fucking ice.
Well, D.C. is not a part of the United States. It's almost like a third world country.
I just wanted ice.
A lot of people don't realize that.
They had electricity, so I'm pretty sure they had. But I just wanted ice. I had to ask twice for ice.
Well, they do have electricity, but you got to remember that D.C. There's a reason that the United States.
I just want ice. Okay, there's no excuse. You bring people water, put fucking ice in it. Okay.
Well, I know that, but in D.C. they don't have it. It's like going to Puerto Rico or Cuba. It's not.
They had ice. They had ice.
But Washington, D.C. is not the same as visiting California.
The motherfuckers had ice, okay? It's like, just bring me some fucking ice. Stop making excuses. So anyway, the French fries were par, we put salt on them. It's kind of, so they were, okay. So do this. I'm like, it wasn't just my hamburger. They had other people there that had other stuff like pork chops and stuff, and they were like, "Oh my god!" It's like they said it was like just eating like bland fucking nothingness. Everything everything had no taste. So anyway,
so it's kind of like the time you went to Canada.
Yeah, basically. So food sucked.
You got starved to death. I understand.
Food sucked. So we ended up. So of course now I have to pee, because I drank this water with no ice in it, and so I had to go pee. So I get up, I'm like, where's the bathrooms at? And I was around the corner, so I go over there and I walk, and there's two doors. So I'm looking at the doors, I'm looking for a male restroom and a female restroom, normal everyday shit, But I'm looking at
that don't exist up in DC, buddy.
But I'm looking at these two doors. I'm looking at these two doors and I'm like, man, they both said the same exact fucking thing on them. And you people, well, some of y'all may know because I've got quite a few people up north that listen to me. The bathroom doors both said all of us. I'm like,
all of us.
All of us. Motherfuckers, I just want to go to the bathroom and take a piss all by myself. How's that? Okay. But no, it says all of us. So yeah, that's that. Okay. So I'm like, okay. I said, this is fucking just crazy. I'm super woke land here. So, end up walking back to the metro and metroing back to the room and going night. That was my first time in DC. I'm thinking, first of all, I know I know why everybody is so. There's a lot of skinny people there because you have to walk every fucking way you go. You have to walk. I mean, it's not close. I mean, it's that when they say, "Oh, it's only 3 blocks away," they don't tell you how big these fucking blocks are. Okay.
Yeah, they're a block.
Their blocks are way bigger than Louisiana blocks. I'm going to tell you that right now. In subdivisions. But, I mean, if they say 3 blocks, I don't think it's around the corner, motherfucker. You're going to walk over half a mile or so just in one direction. So, anyway, get back. And I'm thinking that's why everybody is skinnier here, because you got to walk everywhere and the food fucking sucks. Get up that morning, get dressed, put our uniforms on, getting our bikes and stuff. We're going to do escort too. What the fuck is that?
Random kids pushing mowers down the block, trying to get people to get their yards mowed.
Fucking city people.
Yep. City people.
Anyway.
That's exactly the way to put it.
Before I was interrupted by the mower boy screaming. We get up, get dressed, get our uniforms on. We go to Ronald Reagan International Airport. Okay. They have a statue of Ronald Reagan out there. If it's life size, that was a big motherfucker. I'm going to tell you that right now.
You didn't even take a fucking picture.
Dude, it was out at the entrance, like where cars were going to get run over.
Okay.
So we go park. There's 250, 300 bikes out there. It was it was a long day. We spent like 10 or 11 hours total in this parking lot to do like.
What are you talking about? The morning you guys took all your bikes out to the fucking the mall looking thing?
No, we did. Anyway, we're in the parking lot at the airport. This is our first day out doing them. So we were out there for like 10 or 11 hours. Ended up doing 2 escorts for like 30 minutes worth of escorts. Long day, hot. There was no place to sit down, no shade. It wasn't fun. We escorted the families were coming in on airplanes. We were escorting them to the.
Them Washington D.C. Escorts, they're expensive.
Well, it's not that kind. But anyway, they do their escorts totally different than what we do down here. In the first one we did, we're just kind of like ceremonial motors. We're not physically escorting. The local motors are doing that, but they don't hold lights like we do. We leave a motorcycle at the red light. So we're going through these red lights at like 60 miles an hour and with buses and shit, and there's no bike holding. I'm just like, there's live on that too if y'all want to go see it. It was quite an adrenaline experience there, especially,
Well, yeah.
It was an adrenaline experience. Yeah, I can go watch that also.
Because major metropolitans, they understand that whenever you shut an intersection down for the primary, it's not over till the procession's over. And I'm sorry again, that was one of these people in a side by side that think it's a normal everyday driver that just went around the corner at 50 miles an hour. Regardless, but down here, I mean that's normal, dude. That's
But it was a long day, long hot day. Got back to the hotel and so I decided in the hotel we're staying at. You got this things while you're there. You got 2 free drinks at the bar every day that you were there. So ended up being I got whiskey and Coke, and I said, "Fuck, I'm not going nowhere. I'm tired." So I got food there. I got this stuff called a margarita bread. It was like an appetizer thing. It was actually good. The food at the hotel was decent. They had sliders there that were good. While we were there, we did get to go. I'm not going to go through every single day like that. But we did get to go to. I did get a tour of the White House, which was it was interesting. Interesting.
He got to wipe Joe Biden's butt.
No, I didn't. But I did. I slipped them your number and told them that you smelled like strawberry.
Oh no, I want the nuclear guy that steals clothes. I got plenty of clothes here. You can come steal. Come on, I'll help dress him up. Come on, boy.
He wears dresses. But anyway,
That's all right too.
Got to go to the White House, which walking around D.C. like that, here I am, old from dirty South down here again. I was like at the zoo. In one block, I seen like 6 trannies. Yes, like in real life, because we don't have a lot of those down here. You may see one every now and then, like the.
Was there any hot ones?
No, you could definitely tell you could definitely tell they were men dressed up as women. But I was like, look, a tranny. Look, there's another tranny. I did.
So they're more than happy to rub and tug for you.
What?
You asking for a massage?
No.
No escort up to the room. No. You've been running escorts all day. I figured you wanted an escort to the room.
No, this is another day.
Oh,
I did get to see a little small protest in the street at the street shut. I don't know what they were protesting about. There was a bunch of people in wheelchairs. I don't even know how they fucking got there. Somebody must have pushed them there. It was funny at one point though that this like homeless black guy was arguing with one of the white protesters. I can hear him screaming. He was screaming. It's like, you say you're out here trying to help the black man. How in the hell are you going to help the black man when you got the fucking street shut down and they can't get to work? I was like, he's one of the smartest people I know out here. Did see some Did hear some crazy people standing on the corners screaming and talking to, I don't know, themselves or whatever, because there was no one else there.
But we've talked about that before. It seems like half these motherfuckers, we have a nation full of free, single, or, sexual beings that are married. They believe in the opposite sex. We have been agreeing with and going along with this bullshit. And it's only like 2% of the population. We're not, the whole nation is not trans. I've never understood this. It's like, why are we catering to the 2%? It's like the damn tail's wagging the dog, man. Don't make no damn sense.
I don't think it's 2%.
It is. It's like a low number, like 2 to 3%
I think it's less than
of the United States.
I think it's less. But I got to see that. I did. We were out one night. We were coming back from. I went to the memorial, the wall, the memorial wall with Nick Touyer's. We went and met Nick Touyer's parents and stuff out there where Nick's name was. Of course, I got a thing of his name on the wall. I do have some pictures and stuff on put up on Patreon from that. I have a picture. It's a.
Thank God you didn't mail the poor man his T-shirt yet.
Contemplating putting this one up or not. I have a picture of Nick's dad sitting down by his name at the wall. It's a very to me it's a very strong picture showing that you can see that man's pain from losing his son. And you can see that. I mean, it was an emotional experience there. Seeing all the names and stuff on the wall, I mean, it's too many. Then we went to, we walked around somebody's. Oh, I lost. At that point, we were on the way back. I walk slow, okay? I only have 3 toes on my right foot, and I'm just a stroller. I don't walk fast as it is. And I got to walk different because of my foot. Well, they all just walked off and left me. I don't know where they went. Wasn't trying to catch up no more. At that point, I'm looking, and I'm like... I'm passing. I'm like, I see escalators going down, and I used my fine police detective skills. I'm like, I know where that goes. So I got on an escalator and went underground because I knew that I was going back to the train, and I metroed my ass back to the room and went to bed. While I was in D.C., I noticed there's not a lot of public restrooms around, and I'm old and had to pee. It was at night. I did kind of... find a bush in front of somebody's business and pissed in it because I had to pee real bad. So, but I figured they had people camping out on the sidewalks and tents, so it was completely okay. I'm assuming. Anyway, I didn't get caught. that I know of. I did get to meet Christina and her husband, who's also a law enforcement cop. They came and picked me up with Pitty, the little dog. We went to Tent City, which they said they had moved it. They apologized. I'm like, I'd never been here, so. But I mean, it wasn't impressive or nothing. But I mean, it was interesting. A lot of police merchandise and stuff you could buy and stuff. But I got to meet her and her husband, which is really nice. They were super cool people. And when we were going over there, I noticed they had like cops and stuff like directing traffic, and people would just like roll their window down and like flip the cops off, like giving them the number one sign and stuff. I'm like, why are these people just flipping the cops off? All they're doing is directing traffic, trying to get them going. It's just people hate the cops that bad over there. It's like they get stuff like, defundthecops.org and shit. I'm like, wow. Because I don't experience, I mean, I get flipped off here and there, but not like to the point where they were getting it. I mean, it was crazy.
It's because that amount of hate wouldn't be tolerated in the South. We would immediately pull over and be like, "Boy, you got a problem with us?"
Then,
There goes the.
Then we were heading back.
He's gonna die.
I'm not going to do this with you ever again when you're outside.
You wait till you see my new podcast center. Fuck, it thing's good to be outside.
Ridiculous, loud background noise. We're sitting down a red light, and people are bumping their horn. And I look at him, it's like, these people honking their horn at you? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, we're at a red light. What the hell? He's like, they want me to go. I'm like, their light's red. He's like, well, DC cops don't enforce minor traffic stuff like that. So if nothing coming, people will just run the red light. So they were pumping the horn wanting him to run the red light. Because people don't.
What the fuck?
So what's the point of even having the fucking red lights up there? So, besides, I mean, like I said, the city was, the architect and stuff like that, it's gorgeous. I seen a lot of people, a lot of males with man buns with no bass in their voice, and people wearing suits with their pants that are high waters and with loafers with no socks on. Just like to visit, could never live there. Not at all. It's like a total. I felt like I was on Mars. People are not friendly. I was walking down the road. I make eye contact with people. Like, oh, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Nobody talked to me. The only person that talked to me was a homeless woman, and she asked me for $1, and I gave her some money because she's the only fucking person that would talk to me.
So I did some research. It turns out 1.4 million adults identify as transgender in the United States. About 0.5, so that's 0.5% of adults 18 to 24 identify as transgender, and 0.3 of adults 65 and older identify as transgender. There are some discrepancies between the ages of 24 and 65 that they're not real sure of, but yeah, you're still fluid at about 3% of the population. That's crazy.
So my trip was, I enjoyed my trip. Like I said, I couldn't live down there, and listen to some people's conversations and stuff like that. It's like they don't live in the real world. Not my world, anyway. So
DC has always been a different world, man. I mean, you got to imagine that's like the weird political melting pot of the United States. So you've got like California people that are flocking there. You've got, New York people flocking there, Floridians flocking there. You got people from every single state packing into that little shitty town every single year. So I can imagine. I'm sure it was wild.
Well, you do get to ride the roller coaster on a daily basis, but you got to walk everywhere.
Fucking subway.
All them little rental bikes and scooters. It's like it's different. Like I said,
they got all them electric shits. They had that in Atlanta.
Well, see, I'm like from around where I live. You don't have that because everything's too spread out.
What the hell's the capital of Louisiana?
Baton Rouge.
Is it really?
Yeah, what you think it was, New Orleans?
God,
No.
that's kind of like our shithole. I mean, we got a shithole here like that. I mean, it's Jacksonville is ours, and right outside of Jacksonville is just a complete fucking shithole all the way around it. But the Capitol building looks beautiful. All the political buildings look amazing, and if you want to go to them, it's great. But the minute you step outside, you better have a gun and a vest.
Actually, I wouldn't mind going back one day. Possibly. It's just, I would never, couldn't live there. So,
What he's saying is he needs Holstera and Freebird to go with him.
no, I do not need Freebird or you. Y'all probably end up getting me shot or something, especially.
Oh, you shut the fuck up. You know damn well we'd make it a lot more fun.
So,
Either that or we all be sitting in a cell together.
now, I sure don't want to get arrested in some liberal ass state. I end up doing fucking life for chewing bubble gum sideways or something.
Aye. You could walk through the fucking, the Congress building and get arrested. It happens. Just saying. I ain't getting political about it, but just saying.
But that was basically my trip. I mean, it was a good trip. I was up there with some good guys. I, was up there for Dick and stuff and his family. And
What kind of puppy dog did our fan that came and picked you up have?
I think Penny's a Yorkie.
A Yorkie?
He did have a vest on with a little Glock gun, so it was.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, he liked me.
You didn't get any pictures?
Yeah, I do. I do have pictures of him sitting on my lap. She's got my face in.
Yeah. Oh, so I can see him.
So,
Nobody else can.
but no, it was a good trip. I mean, fortunately, we may be having more people put on the wall before long or not. We don't know. So,
Well, and it made me an Iceman talk about something else too on the way up there. Is where we come from is traditional. Man drives you around and everything. It's usually, hey, if the wife says, "Hey, I want to go to the store," then the husband drives. Something I discovered from his road trip is, holy shit. Do you think about how much of America we've seen from the driver's seat as patrol officers or men? And then you realize, holy fuck, I've seen the road. I ain't never seen the side of the road.
yeah, because I didn't drive any, so yeah, I did. I was a passenger, so
Right, you got to actually relax and look out the window and see things.
watch the people.
We never get to see that. I mean, think about it, guys, or other women that tend to drive away, around a lot. You never really get to sit in the passenger seat and just fucking see your city or your town or the highway. I mean, when he was showing me videos of the fucking interstate, I'm thinking, I drove that way. I just ain't never seen that beauty. You get to see the mountainsides, the waterfalls. You get to see everything from passenger seat.
That waterfall.
You don't see shit from the driver's seat. You only see the road because you don't want to die.
Oh, I did go.
So,
Forgot. Did get to go to Buc-ee's for the first time.
Yeah, that you did. Did you get a hat?
No, I don't wear hats. Why would I buy a hat?
You still got to buy a hat or something. A little Buc-ee's. Something with a Buc-ee on it.
I bought the granddaughter a Buc-ee cup. But I
There
get to
you
go.
go.
Anyway,
She's going to be real good at playing football. She got a cup now.
got not stupid.
And that's how I derailed this motherfucker.
Oh, I went to Buc-ee's. So, I mean, I had enjoyed it. It was a different thing. Now, coming up in a couple of weeks, be going back to Biloxi for motorcycle competition like I did last year. So I'll be doing videos on that and stuff. So y'all got to pay attention.
More videos of Motor Man falling off his bike.
So we'll be doing that shortly too. Other than that, that was kind of it.
So how's this competition do? Because I thought, ain't there like a championship?
This ain't
like you're late to?
No, this ain't the motorcycle competition that we do in Baton Rouge. This is the Biloxi one. So this is the one where I got the Cone Killer Award last year. So I'll be doing that coming up. So I'm putting this one out Monday. So y'all pay attention. Wednesday, we'll be doing our midweek news report and stuff like that.
And we should have
Well,
Freebird back.
Freebird should be here. So everybody be safe. Watch your back. Watch your partner's back.
Go fast, take chances, everybody. I love every one of you.
No, and remember to share. Get your friends to listen to us and stuff. Help us grow some more. See y'all Wednesday.
Good night.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until